Now, is that your pile of wrap?
That's all from, that's Mount Water Street. You want to race up it?
Absolutely I do. I mean, do you feel like burying me in Washington? Let's do this. This is crazy. It's so much taller. It's so much taller in person when you get over here. We needed like a Jackass type name for this bit that we're about to do. We need to come up with something snappy like. I'm Brandon Noel, and this is Bryce. This here is the rap race. On your marks. Is this safe now?
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Okay, get set,
Never
go.
done it.
Me. Oh, Ah! 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 Oh. Okay, I think I hit myself.
Don't show weakness. You gotta stand up.
Oh. Yes! Oh my God. I gotta give myself credit. I didn't fall.
So this here is probably about, I don't know, 6,000 to 8,000 tons.
My body is in open rebellion. It's like, what are you doing? I'm wheezing. My calf muscles are shot, but you know what? But the truth is, I finally got to live out my childhood dream of being on Nickelodeon's Guts. This was my very own personal Aggro Crag. The only thing missing is Mo. Where are you, Mo? Where did you go, you beautiful British siren? Me all the way, right? All right. I've made a bit of a fool of myself. I've been making plenty of mistakes.
So I knew you weren't going to get it the first time.
Of course not. That would be insane. I should be looking better than this, I feel like.
This episode of No Edge Lines is sponsored by Dynapac, the makers of high-end rollers, pavers, and other heavy equipment essential for contractors of any size. Whether you're tackling commercial, municipal, or even state-level projects, Dynapac will help you get the job done right. This season, we've explored contractor mental health, job site safety at night, and on this episode of No Edge Lines, we're going to address some of the challenges that are faced in running an asphalt crew and get some first-hand experience in Echelon-style paving in active roadways that have to stay open to traffic.
Town is only 10,000 plus 10,000 students at the college, so we're about 20,000 people all in.
Are we in the down? Is this the downtown then?
Yeah, it gets a little bit more downtown as you go a couple blocks that way, but this is downtown.
Oh, I couldn't really tell, Bryce. Couldn't really. It's not really that different.
See, you're questioning why I went downtown because this is downtown. We got a Fred Meyer. It's a grocery store. It's clothes. It's where you get everything.
Oh, it's just like your one-stop shop. It's like it's got a little bit of everything.
Oh, you guys don't have that in Ohio.
No, we don't have. We have a Meyer. Do you know what a Meyer is different? And this is not an editor size vest here. This is for people who actually work for a living with their hands. Like if I zip this up, I could not sit down.
See, they're just wrapping up for today. They're actually going to stop here, it looks like, and they'll pick up here going north tomorrow.
We got here just in time for them to be done for the day. Listen, that's actually amazing timing on my part. Because that means
we're good? Thank you.
Less work for me to do today.
This is the fearless leader.
This is the leader?
Yeah.
How's it going? I'm Brandon.
Josh.
Josh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
The whole entire job's about 2.2 miles from start to finish. Basically, you got 2 main lanes and you got parking lanes on the side and you got a suicide lane in the middle. ADA ramps. Anytime you're tearing out the road, you have to redo the ADAs to match updated ADA requirements. 40 to 45 intersections total, I think, is what this entire job
40 intersections?
calls for.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like to have to orchestrate this much traffic while you're also orchestrating all your heavy equipment.
I mean, I will say first and foremost, luckily we have a great relationship with the city, which helps.
That's important.
So we,
That's
you know, we
important.
focus a lot on building relationships we work with. Obviously, we live here. We care a lot about this town and this community. I mean, one of the biggest ones to coordinate here is obviously we're in the residential zone here, down in the commercial side, but everybody parks. A lot of people street park out here. So you have to deal with, we have no parks that we'll have to put up all the way through, notices we have to give to every home as you go through. The main one is to try to prevent lost time for everybody.
As much as you can get away with, right?
Yeah, but as you can see, it's wide enough. We shifted 2 lanes over. We allow traffic to flow nonstop the entire time we're here, and it gives us 2 lanes to pave out. So we're actually running 2 pavers in tandem side by side. So tomorrow,
you're doing like Echelon paving, sort of. Like
so
you're doing...
the smaller Carlson will actually run curbside. So he'll be running curbside all day tomorrow, and then you'll actually have the Dynapac paver running center line with a wedge joint there.
I'm excited about that most of all. I've never. Oh,
He's got a crock pot.
hold on. We have to investigate this. Come on. Hold on. Josh, wait, stop. What is this? Hold on. What?
Do you want some?
You have a crock pot. What do you have a crock pot?
I cater on the side, so I had some leftover food I brought the crew.
What's in here?
Teriyaki chicken.
Let's see it. What's going on here?
Careful, you taste it once, you're going to want to stay.
This is an
This
Ellensburg.
is the best part.
This is an Ellensburg original, huh? This is
Hawaiian teriyaki.
Oh man.
The boys eat well out here.
Oh my God. You side hustle as a caterer?
Yeah.
What is the name of your business?
Do you want to try the mac salad?
Do I f***ing want to try the mac salad? Well, you should have told me you had mac salad. I didn't eat that.
Some mac salad, please.
I need some mac salad. Hello? Mac salad, please. I need the mac salad. Look at this. Mac salad in the bag. Yeah, that's got heft to it. That's real. That's real hefty.
Yes.
Okay, now we got to do this gently because
You got to eat it all.
that's perfect. That's good. Okay, bro.
Best mac salad you'll ever have.
Oh my God. I'm standing in the desert on a paving job. I just got here. I've been traveling for more than 12 hours. And this is heavenly. So if you just want to feed me, give me a headset, give me a plate of food. I'll tell people what to do and just stand here and eat all day. I can do that.
That's what I do.
Bro, that is that's good.
That's my job.
Bro, that is so good.
On our first night in Ellensburg, Bryce invited us out to his place to get a little tour of the homestead. And he also invited me to try something known as goat yoga. Never heard of it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Smells like bourbon. Smells like whiskey. And that's all that matters to me. This is like a palate cleanser for the mind.
This is my spot. You might think it's crazy. This is too populated.
You wish it was more sparse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, lately we've had a couple neighbors move in here, and it's too tight.
You're taking your spyglass out and you're like, the Johnsons over there getting a little close.
I can see a house.
I don't like that. We need to put up a privacy fence so I don't have to look at them. Oh my God, look at these. Man, I'm so ready for Thanksgiving.
All right, you want to talk to him?
Woo!
You can go in there.
I don't know if I want to go in there with these.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go pet them.
they're like tiny dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Look
Get in there before he gets curious.
All right, don't scratch me with your giant claws.
They do bite.
Is this good content? You want me in here
chasing turkeys? Hey. Thanksgiving's coming. Whoa, shit. I was going to be a teacher. And
what are you gonna teach?
English. I'm a writer. That's what I mean. By trade, I'm a writer, you know? Like, so I wanted to teach English and write books, and but I failed out of college both times.
So you went into asphalt.
No, I went into steel. I've always felt like I have a foot in both worlds. Like, I've spent 14 years working in a steel factory, but I consider myself an academic. So I always feel this split, right? Like the blue collar world and then this academic side of myself. And I think that, you know, those classifications are too neat, right? Nobody really fits neatly into one of these.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like Bryce? Bryce, you're... Oh, he doesn't like you, Pat. He was totally cool with me, but that dog did not like Pat. Oh,
So they smell great. They're a pig.
Oh my God, I love you. I love a
You
pig.
can actually, you can pet them.
Hell yeah, he wants a pet. Come here, buddy. Oh no, he ran away from me. Now the pigs like you, Pat. I just think it's so funny that they like him. The dogs know. Pigs though, you know what though? Pigs are more intelligent than dogs. So, Pat, that says something about you that I think you should take as a compliment.
There is a divide between the hardworking, work with your hands, you know, dirty hands, clean money, that guy, and what they consider white collar. But the way I see it, honestly, is the field is the one that puts it down every day. You know, that is something that nobody can forget. But at the same time, everybody has a role in the blue collar industry.
Absolutely.
And for me, blue collar is blue collar.
No offense. But we...
Oh, wait, here we go.
When I worked in the factory, I mean, we just shit on the office people behind their backs.
Absolutely.
Constantly.
Absolutely.
When I was that guy on the line, I did have a really big chip on my shoulder. Sometimes I was angry. I caught myself remembering, like, when people would get tours and I was working in the factory, we used to be like, these f***ers. We used to be like, these motherfuckers. Who are they walking through? This is where we work. Like, this is, you know.
Well,
and
yeah, how do you think they felt with us walking through the job site today?
I know. I'm always conscious of it. Listen, I am always conscious of that. I wish I could go back and tell my younger self, what you're really upset about is other things.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the perspective. You want to be that guy right up there on the nipple of that hill.
He might be a little windy up there. We get a little bit windy here.
Oh my gosh, look at these little bastards.
Come here.
What if there's ghost down? There's definitely ghosts.
I don't think he's going to want to climb on you today. Oh, it's like a massage.
A very pointy massage. I've been mounted by a goat. I'd say that was a good day.
For more than a decade, I chased the title. I came to Central Paving and I said, I want to be the boss. And I chased it. And within 2 years, I was offered the GM position. The problem is I failed terribly. The great thing about Central Paving, everybody on the team will say we failed, as we did. But I put a lot of it on myself, and a big part of it was I was focused on me in my position, where I wanted to be. And as a PM, I was taught that I was the boss, which is entirely incorrect. The best analogy I've heard is the superintendent, the foreman, the guys in the field, they're the ones who are driving the bus every day. My job in the field is to make sure all the lights are green.
I have learned that I am a city boy.
Me too. I'm learning out here every day.
You know, the guys who are always like, oh, I love the smell of asphalt in the morning. I'm like, do you? Do you really love it?
It is a thing.
Is it a thing?
It is
I
a
haven't
thing.
been exposed to it enough yet, I guess, to have acquired that as a smell that I enjoy.
Oh yeah. Get some donuts.
Yeah. If you're gonna twist my arm about getting a donut, this looks like a cow pie. That's damn good.
Me. Just deep fried sugar bread.
Kiss me now, I'm and bleeding's crawling to your door.
This would actually be my first day paving on a live road.
Oh, nice.
So that's it's really cool. Is like
Yeah.
I've
Okay,
never
we'll cross
done
here.
live paving on the road that has traffic going. The
2018.
2018
Yeah.
F1000T Dynapac.
Is it on now?
I don't know.
You'll hear it.
Everyone.
Why
It's
does
a lot-
everybody look at Tony?
It's a lot like a Fortnite chat room.
Oh, she just got tack all over her.
Where should I park the water truck? How far down is the next road?
It's on the other side, so you're gonna have to stay at Mercer Creek or way the
You
up
could
there.
stay right here for now, Casey, because we can always take it out 14th and around.
Okay. Oh my God.
I was parking.
After being on this chat for 5 minutes, I think I've determined that I don't know that these are more efficient levels of communication because it's just.
Hey, this keeps morale up, Brandon.
I'm sure it does, but the bull is just going on constantly of chatting, commenting. I feel like I'm watching a Riff Tracks movie, but it's not as entertaining.
In traditional asphalt paving, crews lay one lane at a time, which creates a longitudinal joint where the first lane has already cooled before the next one is placed. The problem is that those joints represent a weakness in the pavement and can lead to cracks or water damage over time. Echelon paving changes that by running 2 or more pavers side by side in a staggered formation. That means adjacent asphalt mats are laid and compacted while still very hot. This creates a hot bonded joint with no cold seam. The result is a stronger, smoother, and more durable surface with fewer potential failures, which extends pavement life and improves ride quality. The problem is, not all contractors have more than one paver available for just a single job site. And even if they do, as I'm about to find out, it comes with its own tricks.
All right, well, could you show me what you're doing enough that you could let me do it for a little while?
Yeah.
Okay.
And these guys are probably freaking out that I might let you do this, but
Just for a little while. We're not going to do it for the whole road here, but I have to do something here so that I get my...
Yep.
All right, okay.
Have you ever heard of the sweet spot in the pavers?
No.
So
Is that like the spot? Is that...
pretty much.
Is it a myth?
Pretty much. So that. Yeah.
That's one you can find.
This one will go 10 to 19 and a half. We like to be 14 to 16. And right now I think we're 12.
The line there is kind of cutting in.
Yep. So they're also driving. So any tight movements, it doesn't have the slack in the street that you want.
Because they're already in their sweet spot, so they can't do a lot of this. Like
they're all the way sucked in, so they don't have much movement. So if I stay my 8 to 10 inches, it'll look like a straight line.
You can see that their open side is matching the shape of the concrete curb, like how that's going in like that. You can see it cutting in, but now I know why. I was actually wondering, why were you guys putting the Dynapac, the better paver, as the second? But I understand now that you want the open side here that's going that way to be able to make those adjustments because you have more of a range.
That, and we can be more consistent with this one in the drive lane. No offense, we don't care.
I'm about to face a problem that I've seen before.
This right.
Okay, so so we're a little bit up. So we're gonna turn.
My joint is currently a little hot. And what blows my mind is how Josh masterfully gives me a lesson in how to fix this and helping me overcome some of my worst tendencies.
And now we're right back to where we need to. So you put it where we need to. You push survey and push auto. And now you got it back to where you need it to, and the machine's going to do what you need.
That's actually very informative to why I've struggled, because I tend to make either on a paver, on a roller or on the screw, making an adjustment and then not seeing the result fast enough, and then making another adjustment, and then I've overcorrected.
Yep. Trust the screen. Trust that the machine's going to do what you need.
Make a quarter turn, wait, make another quarter turn. That will be easier to work out and fix versus a lot of this.
Yep.
That's going to be harder to fix. Will somebody tell the cameraman Pat that? Central is making possibly the terrible decision to allow me to drive and operate this highway class paver. My first time on a highway class paver. Tony here is gonna give me some instruction, and then all bets are off.
Potentially the greatest finger painter that's ever lived.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did maintenance for 3 years before I actually hopped on a paved crew.
Why'd you decide to make the switch?
I just kind of wanted to learn everything. And
he wanted to make more money.
Did some prep, and then doing the asphalt part now too is pretty nice.
Dude, this lady. And he wanted to make more money.
And the money was nice.
Yeah, listen, we're not working out here for handshakes and pats on the back, right? We're all out here because we need to make money.
The first mistake that I ever made was when they told me to hopper up. This is the hopper button, or switch right here. I lifted the screed up. That was my first time ever doing, like, actually getting on it. So yeah, that wasn't very fun.
You have your throttle, you have this dial, and you have the gear, right?
Yeah.
So you also have two steering. The dial steering is a micro steering. That's for your small incremental stuff when you're running roads like this. You wouldn't actually use the steering wheel. That makes very small, detailed steering adjustments.
Oh, this is the hardest part for me, Tony, is the truck instructions. So I was really chill until right now. All right, you're gonna have to let me know when I should tell him to cut it, because I don't know when he should cut it. Paving on a live road. Take one. Now, Tony, if I need to make an adjustment, am I making it with the dial, or
just like all of you watching at home right now, I was extremely nervous that I was going to do what I usually do on projects like this. But then I didn't. Now, I'm not ready to claim that I've had enough experience to be good at anything. But after my talk with Bryce and a day spent with Josh and the crew, I could see how their style of leadership, breaking down the divide between the office and the field, was building something special here in Ellensburg.
Oh, dude.
Right there.
I was really good at staying on this line until that, and now I got off by several inches.
Yeah, it'll do that.
How'd I do, Tone?
Oh, dude, better than me.
Full of shit.
No, that was awesome. That was good. That was really good.
Just put me on a roller and you'll see how wiggly I can be.
I cannot drive them straight either.
I can't drive a roller straight. Maybe I was born to be a paver.
That runs everything well.
Every episode, I'm looking to try to do new things. I made a promise to myself to learn every aspect of the job. Today was the first time that truly came back to haunt me.
So now that the actual run for today is over, what do we need to do? Whew. My knees.
That side's done.
Man, my God. I don't want to seem like a pussy. Woo! 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 But it is fucking hot over here. Oh, this kicked my ass today, bro. This kicked that just the first half. If I had done the other half, I think I'd have been just a little melted piece of myself on the sidewalk.
The story of Central Paving and my experience in Ellensburg will always revolve around a moment that you can't see. Almost 4 years ago, getting this job changed my life. And it changed my family's life. But one of the trade-offs has been the travel. While it's been this amazing, irreplaceable gift, I've also missed things. At the end of the day of filming, we thought we were going to meet up with a few guys from Central. We were surprised when they showed up with their families. And for just a little moment, even though I was far, far away, it kind of felt like home.
The sun paints a picture glowing a lizard red in the sky. And with the fading light, the hue